Um, all right. The yeah, this is the ladies' chart, January 21st, 1961, Toronto at 6:32 a.m. So this is Aquarius, Capricorn rising, and an Aries moon. Okay, so we're just going to start from here. And there we go. Okay. Here, and I want to pull the chart over here. So we have a chart study to look at. Okay. Okay, good. So this is a display chart. It's because it has the square is there. You have to have the square to have the seesaw or display. And it could be a seesaw going between the Mars Moon square and between the Jupiter Neptune in there, or it could be a seesaw going between the rising and the setting halves of the chart. So because it can be a seesaw two ways, it becomes display. It has a double option, it becomes display. It's not just one. So that's someone who just has their own way of being and resists challenges to be pigeonholed or whatever. So it's its own, she's their own person. Now, the moon faces the waxing crescent. So it's just at just before, between the crescent and the square, so waxing crescent phase. So that's new beginnings. That's the beginning of the light increasing and it's starting to show. Okay, so that's the momentum towards more freedom or more independence from the new moon to the full moon. Okay, so the momentum towards more independence being the display type and uniquely who she is and not fitting into categories. That's it. Then we have the sun in Aquarius, the moon in Aries, and the Capricorn ascendant. So you have the determined Aquarius, you have the air, the fire, and the earth. That's what we're looking at. Therefore, we don't see water. We see the reserved Capricorn, the serious Capricorn ascendant. We have the sun in Aquarius, the need to know, and the determination of ideas, and the idealism of it. And then you have the Aries impulsiveness, needs to make things happen, and it needs to be doing things. So we have two Saturn rulership things and the one Aries. So yeah, you don't see the water, that stands out. So you okay. So you're not going to relate so much sympathetically as you got to live up to what you know in Aquarius. You got to recognize what she knows. She is a lot of things. She is a display type. She studied drama. She's a drummer. She's a yoga teacher. She has satsangs and meditations, and runs a center where different people come in and do things. So she's a whole bunch of things, and all of them are knowledgeable, and you have to come to learn from her. That suits the Aquarius fine. And that sun is also in that first house, so it adds confidence and determination to that Aquarius. Adds health. That's a powerful place for the first house, a powerful place for the sun to be. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go through all these independently, so we'll just go from there right now. That's the things that you have cardinal and fixed. You don't see mutable. You don't see water. You know, they're all daylight increasing. They're all in the daylight increasing half. So those are the outstanding features that need to be more independent, more free. The moon sign's there, the light's there. With the sun, moon, ascendant, all kind of moving that way. When you look at the points, we get two Aries, two I am, one I feel, one I will, one I analyze, two I desire, three I use, three I know, one I believe. So the three I use is the Capricorn, and the 3 I know is the Aquarius. So using what you know, being practical, what you know, putting it to the test, making it work. That's her. Okay, and whenever she wants to learn something, she has a drive to do it. She gets to know it, and then she can teach it. So she's one of these go-to people. Oops, okay, not finished here. 9 daylight increasing, 5 darkness increasing. So there are planets in the darkness increasing side, 5 points. And so that's not an extreme balance. The balance is the balance of the daylight increasing we saw so far. So there's still a momentum to be more independent, to do one's own thing, but there's still an awareness of others or a sensitivity there. There's ability to be responsible as well. Daylight is greater, 5. Darkness is greater is 9. So even though the daylight increasing is 9, the momentum is towards more independence. The subjective object is the daylight. I mean, the daylight is greater, darkness is greater. There's 9 points, darkness is greater. So there's more commitment. There's more we, us, and commitment and responsibility than there is I, me, but there's the we, us going to be more independent. This is the Aquarius theme. Here's me, and I'm going to get more free. You know, it's the winter. It's winter, but the daylight's increasing, and every day the days are getting longer. So that's the direction from here. When you look at the cardinal fixed mutable, 6 cardinal, 6 fixed, 2 mutable. Not very adaptable. Driving, determined. Got the 2 sides. Not adaptable. Okay, not very. Okay, winter 7, spring 2, summer 3, autumn 2. So you see winter time, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, that's the most active time of the year. When the sun, Mercury, and Venus all go through those signs, and then the moon goes around to it, that's the most active time. We look at the elements, 3 fire, 3 air, 4 earth, 4 water, fairly even balanced. There is water in her chart. She has other planets in the water sign. So this is different than the first impression with the Aquarius, Sun, Capricorn rising, and Moon in Aries. There is 4 points in water, and it's as strong as anything else. So there is that emotional, judgmental, sensitive side as well as all the others. Again, it's not nothing. The extremes so far have been the winter, the cardinal, and the fixed. Daylight increasing, and the darkness is greater. Those are the outstanding points that would be most noticeable. Masculine, feminine, 6 masculine, 8 feminine. Again, fairly even balance. The planetary rulerships: Sun rules 1, Moon rules 1, Mercury rules 1, Venus, Mars rules 4, Jupiter rules 1, and Saturn rules 6 points. So like accomplishing things, achieving things, being responsible, having authority, getting respect. These are, when that's affected, when that's challenged, it's going to affect 6 factors in her chart. Okay, that's the Capricorn, the Aquarius. Yeah, that's all the Capricorn, Aquarius. It's ruled by Saturn. But her Mars, it's in Aries, and Neptune in midheaven in Scorpio, and sorry, the Moon is in Aries. So the Moon, Neptune, and the midheaven are both ruled by Mars. So Mars has a prominent factor in it too. So accomplishing things, doing things. Don't get in my way when I'm working on something. Okay. Okay. So when we look at the houses, 5 identity, 3 values, 1 duty, 2 trust, 1 honor. So identity is the strong issue. Values, her first and second house have strong issues. Her projection, her identity and her values is important. So even in relationships, she's the leader, not the follower. Rising 9, setting 3. So we had the daylight increasing was 9. Here's a 9, rising is 9. So again, it's pushing to momentum for project, trying to move towards more freedom and having to project to make it happen. Go. 3 above, 9 below. So 9 below is lifestyle and subjective nature is more important than the outer nature, how I'm living, what I'm doing, what I feel, how I'm being, I have to project that. I'm projecting my motivations out into the world. Okay. And so these are all, the unique thing is the below the right, because she's driving, she's independent, she's going to push how she's going to live, how she wants to live, and put it out into the world how she wants it to be. Or be very frustrated if it's not, if it goes against that. 6 angular, 5, 6, 8, and 1 cadence. So again, this is a repeat of the signs, which was 6, 6 cardinal fixed. So the driving, the being, the having, that's strong. The adjusting, the understanding, the change, that's the weaker element, the cadent. Again, here's 8 intuition. In the signs, we had the 7 winter. This is the intuition quadrant. That's the first, second, third, second, first houses. And then 1 thinking, 2 sensation, 1 feeling. So really, her intuition and finding out where she's coming from is important. You know, from the Taurus I see up to the Capricorn and expressing it. So normally the Capricorn Aquarius, you think that's somewhat inhibited and reserved. There's a caution there, but that inhibition is really an ambition. There's a need to achieve and accomplish things that come with this. Now, so when you get this fire, 5 relations, 0 concerns, 5 2 rewards. So here, the weak spot is the air element, the relationships, the expressing, the communication is the weak element. And there wasn't really in the signs, they were all fairly evenly balanced. But here, in the houses around practical things, it's distinctly more, there's a void there, and that means it's not that she can't communicate, it's more there's just, it's not the main focus. There might be a need to overcompensate. It's easier to keep busy doing all the things that have to be done and be ready for things. Okay, so before we even go to the transits, I want to stay here. Okay, and okay. All right, now, well, we'll just go through the moon first. We'll look at the moon. The moon's in Aries. That's feisty. That's a need to be active, need to do things, need to make things happen, not passive. It's, that's daylight increasing. Daylight is greater. It's rising, not setting. It's, and I need to project this. I need to project whatever I need. I got to project. I got to go get what I need. I need this. I got to do this. I got to take care of this. There's impulsiveness around that. It's not going to sit still. And not bad. It's one square to Mars in the 6th house. So there's an adrenaline and a feistiness. There's a competitiveness. I got to get this done. I got to do this. Don't get in my way. So you're not going to get in her way or make her life harder for her when she's trying to do something. Once she needs something, she's going to go for it. She's going to want to make it happen. She's going to want to do it herself, and she'll run into competition. So she'll run into anything that delays it or fights it is going to be a fight, a battle. So she has the need to. There's an impatience. There's an anger that goes with this Moon Mars, but there's also a courage and a strength that goes with that. That comes with that relationship, the Mars to the Moon. So, what can I say?